DisCos rejects takeover, claim federal government owing 100 billion naira. Details on page 4 of The Guardian. Can you take over a company that you are also owing?
You know, many of these government agencies and parastatals, they don't pay their bills there.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't.
100 billion.
So these companies are suffering. You know, that's what somebody saying Upcon take over and all of that. Then if you go back to the privatization process, many have faulted it as well to say that the processes were flawed. It's a huge problem. That's why you continue to have these power problems across the country. Depending on where you live, you could say maybe power supply in your area is good. Like where I live, I think I can say that we have power. I can't complain about power where I live, but not so many Nigerians can say that. And so many Nigerians are also not being able to have access to the prepaid meters. Some Nigerians are still, you know, on estimated billing. You could just be in a one-room apartment and they bring you a bill of 50,000 a month when your salary is not even up to that amount of money. So a lot of issues, you know, bedeviling the power sector. And that's why Nigeria is where it is today, because how can you be talking about industrialization
without power?
Without power, it's just impossible. So we need to solve the power problems in Nigeria if we're going to make any headway. We're talking about industrialization, production, trying to move the economy from a consumption economy to a production economy. It can't happen without power. You know, MSMEs, they need power to survive. And how much is diesel right now?
Well, let me take you back to Bayelsa. If you remember, Yenagoa, the capital of Bayelsa, the capital city of Bayelsa, was quite famous for having round-the-clock power supply, uninterrupted, if you remember. You would see mud houses, thatch houses, having air conditioning systems or units. And then suddenly, it went into thin air.
So that's it. We're moving
and
backwards.
Then also, there was a time when every state was beginning to invest in power, you know, acquiring gas turbines. Did they not do their feasibility studies to say, look, when we generate this power, how do we move it from the gas turbine to the end user?
The problem in Nigeria, in the power sector, is not actually generation of power. You know, it's not power generation. It has to do with distribution of this power.
My question is, how do you generate? At the point where you are, you know, planning to generate, would people use shovel to take the power to their houses?
You see, the issue of power is in the exclusive list. You know, only the federal government can play there. So you cannot just set up. Nigerians have been advocating. So we have to go back to the laws. We have to go back to the National Assembly, you know, to decentralize this until people are allowed to play in the power sector, such that, as we're in legally owing there right now, you could have a power plant here, or a power company that can say, okay, we'll supply electricity to the entire street. People have capacity to do that, but in Nigeria, you're not able to do that. So the issue of you generate power, you hear people, all these power generation companies, the issue is evacuation. We have enough power to go on, but we don't have the equipment, don't have the rights to actually evacuate this power to distribute to Nigerians. So that's the issue. It's a legislative issue, a legislation issue, and until that is solved, we'll continue to live in darkness, maybe.
So why put all those monies into generation?
We spent a lot of billions of dollars.
Billions across the
from
states.
The Ōbasanjo era, people are still questioning him about that. You know, all the 60 billion that was spent, you know, in power, we can't seem to see the result. Not even only in Bayelsa. At some point when I was in the bank, I went for an assignment to 𝐈𝐍 State in 𝐒𝐿
Ibom Power.
You know, there's one power plant there. I'm trying to remember the name of that power plant there that supplied electricity, you know, to 𝐒𝐿 community. You could see the houses. They may not be, you know, fantastic houses, but there's 24 hours power supply. So you can imagine people who go there to set up like frozen foods business, I know, salons. These are, you know, small industries that require power, that will be put out of business if there's no power, and they have to go and invest in buying generators. You know, when we talk about power, it's not just to own a power generating set. You have to fuel it, you have to maintain it. And that's where the problem lies.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.